Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related, and consciousness is our canvas. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we are back out on another one. If you already know, my two favourite compadres in the whole wide world, Paddy and Willow. Yeah, we're just starting about again. Just on a local trail down on my local park. It's just absolutely amazing just to see, you know, like there's so many different routes on this park, but not even that so much, just in your local area, guys. You know, a lot of people seem to think that we go around and there's not much to do, but once you start to become aware and start to look around and, like, look at all this here, guys, when you just come a little bit off the beaten track, you start to realise how much natural beauty there actually is in the area. And I will say this, guys, as well, is I was on in this area the other week, and I spotted like a deer. Me and my missus spotted a deer, which was absolutely fantastic to see, because obviously you're quite rare. Obviously to spot them, especially like on a park where, and I was really amazed just to see how close it come, obviously, to humans, obviously, because we walk around in these areas, and for it just to come this close was quite fascinating. Yeah, but I always like to start off the show by saying, thank you so much for the love and support. I'm really happy with the way the channel's going at the moment. Slow and steady progress, but subscribers are ticking up, which is absolutely fantastic to see. And I'm getting quite a lot of people reaching out to me on TikTok. My TikTok channel's Danny Detours 84. So if you're not following me on that, make sure. Obviously, I've got all the links to my socials in the description. In the information below in the description. So if you're not following me, I would really appreciate if you could just get onto my pages and just give it a quick follow, and you'll be able to keep up to date with the thingy videos, because I do a bit of a variety. Because obviously I cut out some of the content which I do film for my main YouTube channel, which is what I'm doing now, and I put that onto my other socials. So obviously, like my TikTok, Instagram, and I'll add a little bit of music in and edit it, just to keep the algorithm going. But yeah, we're out and about again with my two little best mates in the whole wide world, Patrick and Willow. What's this, Paddy? You sit down. Good boy. Do you want one, Wills? Sit. No, you've had one, Paddy. No, you've had one. Another one for you. He's greedy. So yeah, like I always say, it's slow and steady progress. Like, if you just start the day off with gratitude, because gratitude is the attitude, guys. We're living in a world now where, a lot of people, but I do believe that we are starting to wake up slowly. We're living in a world now where a lot of people are vibrating on a low frequency. The powers that be at the top are trying to push on these fears to us. They're trying to make us feel scared. They're trying to make us feel angry. Hence why we've got a lot of the young now, they're turning to violence, and, it's not the way, guys, because at the end of the day, right, the only way that we beat these systems, these satanic people, because they are, at the end of the day, right, the narratives that they're trying to push onto the youths, through music or whatever that may be, it is satanic, but we've got to rise above that, and we've got to show love, gratitude, and we've got to come together with a community and show our unity, because community, I'm rhyming this morning, aren't I? But it's this is the way we're going to beat them, guys, because little bit known that if we can raise our vibrational frequency and our awareness and our consciousness, which is Christ consciousness, then we are unstoppable. And then that's when, because I was actually having a conversation last night on the phone with somebody. They know who they are, so and they'll be watching now on this channel. But we had a really good long conversation last night, and we was talking about this. Obviously the ways of the world and what's going on and the agendas that people are trying to push now, you know, and it's all done for a certain set specific reason, and that's to literally divide us, whether that be through race, whether that be through religion, or whatever that may be. It could be anything, right? And we're constantly getting distracted, yeah. They're throwing all this stuff at us in the media. But little be known, guys, guess what? No matter what race you are, what religion, whatever football team, whatever it might be, right? We are all the same. Because guess what? We all come from up there, which is the divine, the outer firmament, whatever you want to call that. You know, and we are all exactly the same. Because when we first come into this life, right, yeah? When we first come into this life, we didn't have any attachments. We didn't have any labels, you know. Like, we was literally perfect when we come into... And then we come into a family. And then we adopt a parent, a mum and dad, and then we start to, you know, we basically get given, you know, like rules, regulations. Obviously, you know, we just come into this world and we're given a race, a religion. You know, and then we go to a school, then we get a job, and everything is designed to make us feel small, you know. And that is not what we are, because at the end of the day, we are powerful, infinite beings, you know. That is what we are. Right, after this, are you trying to get into my pocket? You cheeky. He's cheeky, isn't he? Right, there we go. One for you as well, Wills. Right, no more now. You've had some more. But yeah, that is what we are, guys. You know, we are powerful. We are limitless. We are infinite. You know, and literally, this is why I always go and say to you that if you want to change your life at any given moment, that is up to you. You know, you can do it because, you know, you're the power. You are limitless. You are infinite. You are Christ consciousness. There's nothing stopping you doing anything. If you get up every morning, you set the tone for the day. You say, I am healthy, thank you. I am wealthy, thank you. I am Christ consciousness. You keep reiterating this every day and you watch and see your life change, because, you know, I would never have started this channel over a year ago, maybe even less, because I didn't believe in myself, guys, you know. But it all starts from that inner belief of knowing what you are, which is limitless, you know. So always remember that, guys, as I always like to say. But yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic day today. The wildlife are out, the birds are chirping. Paddy and Willow are having they're having a wrestling match like they always do. Oh, right, Willow, hey. Grabbing his ear there. Come on, be nice now. She does that all the time, guys. She grabs hold of his ears and twists them. Good job you're a Patterdale, innit, mate? 'Cause you're a little Terminator. But yeah, so like I always say, know who the power is and what the power is, which is you, you know, and never forget that. Because everything is designed in this life to make you feel small, to put you in a box, you know, to make you feel as though you're insignificant and, you know, you are not worth much. But that is so far from the truth, guys, you know. That is not what you are, because you are amazing. You are wealthy. You can get up and say whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. So always remember that, guys. Yeah, but I think we're going to leave it at that now, guys, because I think these two want to go on a bit of a proper run now, because we'll all be getting a little bit antsy then, twisting Patrick's ears off. We don't want that, do we? But yeah, thank you so much for all love and support. You know, it really does melt my heart, obviously, you know, because the progress in which the channel is going slow and steady, but, you know, it's just growing and growing each day, you know, and I'm really enjoying doing these videos. And thanks to you guys, you know, I'm doing it not just for myself, but I'm mainly doing it for everyone else, just to let them know what they are and who they are. But don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, because it really does help my channel grow. All the links to my socials are in the description. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you already know the score, and the Danny D2 Show. But from me, Willow, and Paddy, who's a hungry little boy, love you lots, peace.